Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We have a guest in here, Rob Boyce. He's joining us in from Mexico. And so Rob knows a fair bit about who we are and what we do. He knows that we're a network operations center for digital signs around the world. And the analogy I like to use is hardware is like a rocket in computers, the computers that we run for digital signs. Software is like rocket fuel. If you buy a rocket and you buy some rocket fuel, but you don't have an operations center to manage everything and deploy it everywhere, just like it'd be like buying a rocket and fuel and putting it in your backyard. You need a team to get this kind of stuff done. And so that's our value proposition in a world where the hardware is a race to zero, the software is a race to zero. We're a required part of that ecosystem. It's really, we're not fighting to be best price for hardware software. Make sense? So in that, we have to manage thousands of digital signs around the world. We have to help our clients control their messages. And so with that, that requires a team. And so this is a dedicated team that, Harvey, unmute please. How long have we been working together?
It's almost 6 years.
6 years, yeah. So this is an outsourced stuff. This is dedicated team. All we do all day is work on managing digital signs around the world. And so what I want to show you is something cool that we've done. And that is we have, I'll just get out of the browser here for a second, go to Google. We have a tech stack that we use. And it has to be perfect because our stuff is mission critical, right? And for us to do that, we had to basically launch online, right? We had to figure out all the tools that we could go into the cloud. We wouldn't have any software on any of our own computers other than RV. He has Photoshop, right, RV? Everything else is in the cloud, and it's segmented. So everything is segregated into different parts. So if any one part of our cloud-based supply chain has a hiccup, the whole company doesn't go down, right? Because if our email goes down, we've got to make sure our phones are still working. If our phones go down, got to make sure our chat system's still working, our support system's still working. So we've been very thoughtful and methodical how we put this whole thing together. And what we're now doing is showing other businesses our tech stack. I call it Launch Online. So Rob, do you remember when this was a concept on a napkin, what, 5 months ago?
Yeah, roughly.
Roughly? Yeah. Well, yeah. If I go to Google and I type Launch Online, check it out. We're first page, launchonline.net. And there's a very specific recipe of how we did this. It's part of our tech stack. And it's a knowledge base of how to do some steps very systematically in order to get indexed properly by the search engines. And here we are. This is the website. I'll back up just a second here. Back up again. Notice that we're first page. We're slowly shooting for number 1 out of 3.4 billion results. Okay? So we don't have to really prove to anybody that we're good. We're good, So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Arvi, can you share your screen? Do the same search over there in the Philippines. You cool with that?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Turn on sharing.
Oh, thanks. And Arvi's going to share his screen. So he's searching for Launch Space Online in the Philippines, so that you can have some comfort. This isn't just a North American thing. So out of 2.8 billion results, you type in Launch Online. There it is, number 2. Cool, eh? So I'm going to share my screen again. And I'm actually going to go to launchonline.net. So one of the fun things that we did with this, and Rolly, back me up on this. You're super excited about what you've learned with something called Midjourney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He's having fun talking to artificial intelligence and getting some really cool imagery back. So what you see here is our team. Okay. And you don't see anything below it. Okay. But if you go to ENS Corporate, we actually have an advisor section. So I want to add you to that, Rob. What I'm asking for is for you to do a head and shoulder shot, and it has to be straight on. So get a picture of yourself with a lighter color backdrop, almost like a passport photo.
Okay.
Cool? Okay.
How quick do you want that?
It doesn't have to be super quick, just on your own time, because we're gonna do the artificial intelligence, and we're gonna put Rob into a spacesuit for fun. Sound good? We'll put him down here as advisor. Okay. Now, let's switch gears and talk a little bit more about Launch Online. What's the purpose of this? Why are we doing this? It's because over in the Philippines, there are a lot of entrepreneurs. And there's a few incubators that incubate those ideas and they try to take them global. But the missing piece over there is an accelerator, right? So we're bringing on some of those entrepreneurs over in the Philippines, and then we're helping them through the tech stack that we have in order to help accelerate their ideas to market. Make sense? So you're a showcase of that. That's why your company, NLF Corporate, matters so much to us. Right?
Yes, I hope
Makes
so.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to walk you through that Canada Digital Adoption Program, because we keenly want to learn the workflow, and we're here to learn the workflow of that program and try to improve on it, right? Try and improve on it and launch a accelerator program in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you create that, I guess it'll be for NLF, and you'll be creating that side. I don't know if I should call it a side business, but that would be that eSurf.
Yeah. The idea is to get it so that you have the eSurf, everything you're doing for trying to sell that to the public, right?
Yeah, from selling the pump to selling that. Well, I guess the pump would come under NLF, right? Or no?
Really? Yeah.
Or is that us?
And we'll
Or am I
work
off
through
top?
that.
Okay.
No, you're way on top, because it doesn't have to be limited to one thing, right? There's nothing stopping you from having NLF Corporate and landing page for, here's our passion thing, which is the e-foils, and here's the egg thing, here's the pumps, and just truthful dialogue of things that you're doing so that people can find you on the web.
Yeah.
So what I'm really showing you today is that just with a little bit of nudging of doing the same workflow that we do every single day that got us to first page for Launch Online, we're going to do the same thing for your consumer centric products that you want to bring to market.
Yeah.
And we're going to introduce you to that Canada Digital Adoption Program to help you through that application as well, because every time we're doing this, trying to help somebody, we're learning some of the things and the challenges and where they get stuck and where they have success, so that when we put together the same program for entrepreneurial business owners over the Philippines, we've just got a best-in-class accelerator solution. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.